Hello, this is Frank Orlando. Um, my second time trying to redo this video so that I don't offend the business owner here. This morning, this is like November 3rd, so this is my third day homeless. But really, I've spent 2 nights out. The first night I was out in like 50-degree weather. It was very cold and I couldn't get into the shelter. And it's just that I didn't make the lottery ticket thing system. And I'm not mad at it. They just have rules. They're doing what they can. They help me out a lot. I just am not familiar. The first night out, you're not familiar with how to be homeless. It's a real hard change. So I've got stuff in storage. My second day out, I go into a fast food chain, and a woman this morning, which is near the storage place, cashier says, "Why don't you kick down some money for the washroom?" Which I'm real careful. They got a bathroom. I'm paying $50 a month for a 4x4 storage. It is air conditioned to keep my pictures. That should be enough. That's an indication that is a racketeering group connecting, as a network of racketeers. They're networking in this area around where my trailer park is a network of people who are working with a racketeer who takes money in little ways. Another little gimmick is the hits. Now, when you think of a hit, you think of a kill. Eventually, this little game of hits winds up in a kill for you, because they do this over a period of time. They're just little small hits to add to your misery when it's profiting by this network of hits, which I keep hearing words spoken around me. Hits. I've heard this while I was working a few years ago. And I won't tell you which company, but you can figure it out if you look at my work history. And I was warned by somebody that, a mechanic is a person that knows how to kill through systematics. So eventually, this racketeering group, ends up finishing you off after they've worked you out for money. This is in Tampa Bay. I'm a victim of this, but nobody cares and nobody believes. Now, that mechanic shop mechanic was nice enough to warn me that I wouldn't be around here very long. But they made money off my engine. The engine that they worked on, the block was cracked probably, and it leaked out lots of oil, and I bought a remanufactured engine that I never saw. I went to go pick it up. Oh, it's already been delivered, so I never saw it, and that was $2,400. I bought the engine through somebody else. So on top of the labor that I paid, which was like $2,900, on top of $700, on top of $100 for a redo on my engine on this truck. I had to do a brake job that cost me almost $1,000 to do it myself, $800. And I put a new battery and tires all the way around. So, and I spent $2,000 on the vehicle. So I have about $8,000 or $10,000. And the engine, after I got it, it never stopped leaking oil. The power steering pump leaked oil. All kinds of things leaked oil. So, anyhow, that's a crime. That's a part of the racketeering group, in my opinion. Maybe that is the source, but I think it's a lot bigger. This network is pretty big. It includes people who work at companies, employees, managers, assistant managers who need to make extra money on the side, do little hits, or force you out of your job. Ultimately, you die on the street, homeless. Homelessness is a very hard thing. It's mean. When you can't keep a job, you die out on the street. And then you become a victim of all kinds of crime. Now, all these people were involved in a crime against me. They don't get arrested. I have begged for that shop to be investigated. No government agency. I filed a complaint against them, and it's outright criminal. It's outright criminal. And they may not do it to all their customers, but they sure took advantage of me in a bad way. And whatever went on in that trailer park is definitely associated with this racketeering group. There had to be people victimized by that. I did not get paid. I was forced out of my home. You saw the atlas. I have all kinds of evidence of criminal activity that's been committed against me. That is what I have been trying to do. Today I'm at a laundromat. I'm probably not terribly welcome, which is near the mechanic shop, which is near my home. So all the businesses around where I formerly owned a home have turned on me, paid for by the racketeering group that exploited whatever amount of money. In the end, it's just a stupid game that undermines our whole city, our whole county, and whole community. And I am not able to purchase a home. I had money to buy a home, but these little games that this organized criminal group had to do against me to make a little extra money, and we're only talking probably a little extra money, right? I couldn't work this year, so I couldn't hang on to the money that I had to buy a home. I want to tell you, I'm so angry and mad, and then I'm going to get arrested for being homeless. That their goal, either I'm going to be dead soon or homeless. All right? Dead soon or homeless. Or I'm already homeless or in jail, in prison for peeing or trespassing or some fucking game. It's hard. My first night, it was so cold. I couldn't stop moving because I would be arrested for trespassing. Everywhere you go, once it gets dark, you are a trespasser. There is nowhere you can sit down and sleep for a minute or two, hardly, without fear. It's a terrible thing to be homeless. And if you don't able to figure out, they have rules at shelters. It's hard, man. It's real hard. This is a mean game. It's people that forced me out of the job. All 5 jobs that played this game. They wrecked my life. They're criminals. They're putting a whooping on me, and I'm not going to be around. I can't get assistance from my family. I love them. I don't know why they feel this way. Maybe they're being held against by the racketeering group. I don't know. That's it. I don't know for now.